Hey everybody, Flying Fox Fruits, Adam Shaffrin. Today, just a real quick tour of the nursery after we've been getting a lot of heavy rain. I want to show you what a property looks like that deals with flooding. We have a poor drainage here. I'm trying to catch a chicken. We have poor drainage here. If we dig down about 2.5 feet, you hit a hard pan of like clay that's doesn't have good permeability or percolation or whatever. It doesn't drain well here, okay? It's almost like a swamp. This whole place used to be a celery grove where they would flood it with artesianal wells. Anyhow, look at this palm tree fruit here. This is the Butia palm tree fruits. The chickens actually eat them. I can't stand the way they taste. I've heard there's some varieties that are decent and some species that are good, but I just keep it for the chickens. And look at the water. Look at the flooding here. This will all dry up in a day or so. But I mean, we've had standing water here for like almost a month. Back with Maria. Come over this way. Look at the wet. Look at all the wet. I'm trying to take you where it's not too wet, Angel. Look at that wet.
That's cold.
Cold, yeah. Let's see if I can catch a bird. Oh, Tony. Come on, Tony. Don't be afraid of him. You've been selected. Oh, I tried to hand select him to be the prize winner, but he didn't want the prize. See this little Eugenia right here? This is Eugenia pitanga. Not to be confused with the regular pitanga. Show him that one over there, what I pointed to. That one out there, that's a regular pitanga. Out there, that's Eugenia uniflora. The common name is pitanga, but the botanical name is Eugenia pitanga, and it's a dwarf pitanga. I forget the common name. It's like Pitanga mirim or something, I forget. It's a dwarf pitanga, and it's a different species altogether. And it handles the flood, it handles drought. There's one there. There's another one over here. Dwarf pitanga, Eugenia pitanga. I don't like the way the fruit tastes on these, but it's a fun plant to grow. It's got a really resinous flavor. I've heard there's some good ones out there. The ones I have are red. I've heard there's a black that's pretty good. Fun to grow though. This is the regular pitanga, the Zil Dark. Does very well with the wet conditions. Believe it or not, the cherry of the Rio Grande does not like wet feet, but it handles it here, okay? They handle it okay. I haven't had one die from root rot yet, but we don't stay flooded for too long. Pitanga tuba, these don't like flooding. They really don't like flooding. So I probably should have planted these up on a mound. They're handling what I throw at them. They're living, they're doing fine. I need to feed them, give them some foliar feeding and prune them. But I get a lot of dieback out here, to be honest. Look at all these lichens growing. Not good. But hey, they're still growing and fruiting. They seem to do better when planted in clusters. That's just all I'm gonna say. Another Pitanga tuba out here. They're alive. This time of year, stuff looks really junky. Here's another Pitanga tuba. Red jabuticabas. Even these don't appreciate the high heat, and they don't want to stay flooded forever, but they take whatever I throw at them. These things are, I don't want to say indestructible, but they are strong. And this time of the year, a lot of these plants, the Pitanga tuba, the jabuticabas, the red jabuticabas, they look like trash because it's been 100 degrees almost every day. We haven't been starting to get regular rain until 2 or 3 weeks ago. So these things should be perking up. By fall time, everything starts to look gorgeous. So the plants look really good in the spring after the winter's gone. Usually if we get rain, they look good. This season we didn't get rain in the springtime. So they usually start looking good during the transitional times, during spring and then during the fall. So right now we're getting close to fall. So maybe we'll do another video showing how much better these look. But right now this is the junky time of the year where they look like junk. Show them this tree. Looks like junk, but it'll come out of it. They do it every year. It's because we get 100 degrees here. It's not what they like, but they handle it. I do what I can. Some of these larger trees look better too. Some of them just handle it better. We gotta find the one that's a winner. Some of these had flowers. Oh, there's fruit, bro. There's some fruit there. One of them got pecked by a bird. I'm gonna eat one on camera and tell you what I think. Once you haven't had them for a minute and then you have one, they're so much better after they've been gone and then you get them again. There's one right there, Angel, if you want to grab one there.
There's one back there too.
Grab them, just show it on video, whatever you pick. Just get a video of it. Video it, grab it. We're getting fruit, I can't believe it. You do see another one? Point me. Grab it. Grab it on video. I'll get it then, all right. We got some fruit. We got some fruits, all right. I'll take it. Couple fruits. Fruit's about to pick up. Let's show anything else real quick. I hate to take you through the water, but
You're good.
let's come back through here. I'm gonna show them the plantings we just did. They're flowering, but not heavy. These potato tubers will perk up. I'm gonna give them a chance. Don't rule them out. Don't call it a comeback. This is a pigeon pea I planted out here. I don't have a lot of experience planting them out here. I'm real excited about pigeon peas. Let me tell you what, specimen plant. This is an Atamoya, and I tried to put it up on a mound. Now, I don't know if this one has any reticulata blood. It may. I planted some seeds from my Vino Tinto. I'm wondering if this is one of them seeds. We're gonna find out because I kept it. Hopefully. Hope. This area gets wet over here. It's really soft right here. It's very soft right now. Okay, I was worried about this tree. It's so tall and I just planted it and it's lanky. I was worried it was gonna get blown around real bad, but it's not that bad. Honestly, I feel like I should have cut I should have cut this thing back all over, but I left it full. I didn't want to have to cut her back. So I'm out here just mushing it down one more time. We just planted this the other day. I didn't stake it or anything, and I'm kind of thankful that it hasn't been worse with the wind. And it's a good protected location. Check this out. This is a new acquisition right here. You see how wet it is? Look at that hole full of water. This is a new acquisition right here. This is a fern leaf guava. Look at that thing. It's got like a retarded leaf. Fern leaf guava. I heard it's not the best fruiter, but it's a cool looking tree and I just planted it out here and let it run wild. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Let's take a look at some other trees and we'll call it a day. Now we're getting to the wettest part of the yard. It's not wet now, but we got, whoa, that sounded wet. Look how wet. This gets really wet over here. Jabuticaba, I tried to plant it up. I put the root ball about that high above the soil surface. I made the mistake of planting things at soil level. They suck down and sink down. The sand, the dirt here turns into like a mud and it sinks down about 6 inches. I had some trees that almost die from that. Come here. So I lifted them up. Look at this one. Look how wet around the base. This is one. That's a grafted onto a sabara. That's a grafted trunciflora on sabara rootstock. Look how nice the leaves look. I got seedlings of trunciflora that look like junk. When they're grafted, they look great. Look how wet over here, Henry. Look how freaking wet, buddy. Look at it. This is a seedling, I don't know what variety. It could be Rajada, I don't know, but look, it takes the wet. It's in the wet, baby. I just wanted to show you, grafted. It's a grafted tree on sabara taking the wet. Mucky, look at how my foot sinks in like that. See, it turns into like a soup. And the trees will sink down, look at it, it's like a mud soup. It's amazing what these things can handle. And this is the Aframomum, the ginger relative that makes an edible fruit from Uganda. This takes really wet. You can plant that by a riverside. So I think I did good by planting it here, but I constantly have to thin it out. Look, it keeps taking over my jabuticabas. I gotta pull this away. But look, you can propagate them this way. Look at these beautiful red roots. It smells so good. You wanna take that home? Okay, good. Well guys, I just wanted to give you a quick tour and show you what it's like to have a wet lot and the challenges we deal with. Look at this mud here. Look at me sinking in. I told you, like a soup, like a toothpaste. Colloidal suspension. All right, guys, flying fox, freaking fruits. Everybody get out there, plant a tree. Yeah. Oh.